So in last class, we discussed about page object model and page factory model. And today we are going to discuss about, okay, one interview question related to take screenshot. So most of the interviews, people are asking how to take screenshot in Selenium. So this is the question people are asking in the interviews. So this lab just for interview purpose I have it. Okay. So chudam. Let's see. To capture the screenshot in Selenium, what are the supporting class files? So take screenshot and output type. These are the two supporting class files are required to capture the screenshot. So these are the two classes has been given by Selenium to capture screenshots. And file utils class. So this is the file utils class we will discuss where we are going to use. Okay. So this is we are importing from ORG Apache. From ORG Apache supporting libraries we are importing. Okay. So these are the by using these three supporting class files, I'm going to take the snapshot and I'm going to save that snapshot in my desired location in C drive or D drive, wherever I want to save, I can save it. So first let's see how to take the screenshot. So I maximized my application and I navigated to my application URL. After that, I want to take a snapshot. So to take the snapshot, Selenium has given this take screenshot. So I'm creating an object, take screenshot one is equal to take screenshot of driver. Okay. So this is the object I have created. So whenever this line will execute on that particular instance, whatever is whatever web page has been opened, that snapshot it will be captured in the format of object format. And after that, I want to convert this object into file format. So to convert that object into file format, so this is the output type class has been given. So file src file is equal to, so file src file 1 is equal to screenshot 1. So screenshot 1 I am converting into the some file format. So screenshot 1 dot get screenshot as output type dot file. So this is the syntax we have to write. So this object will be converted into some file format. After that, for this file, I have to give some extension. So finally I'm going to use file utils class. File utils class dot copy file. So this is the src file 1. I'm saving into my C drive or D drive under some folder location. Suppose I want to create under some folder location tc029 underscore login, and I want to create my snapshot as tc01 underscore screenshot.jpg. So like that. So whenever these three lines will execute, the snapshot will be saved in the C drive with this file name. Okay. So first it is taking the object, whatever screenshot is there, it is storing into object. That object we are converting into file format. And after that, that file format we are giving. So for this file, I'm giving some file name and file extension, and I'm specifying where I have to save it. So these are the three lines is we have to tell in the interviews how to take screenshot in Selenium. So let's see, after entering username and admin, I want to take the snapshot. Again, the three lines I have copied and pasted, and again I am giving the different object name as screenshot 2. Okay, and src file 2 screenshot 2 dot get screenshot as, and src file 2 I am giving the extension as this one. Again, after entering password, I'm taking the snapshot, and that object I'm saving into some file format as src file 3, and src file 3 I'm giving some file extension as this one. So in this folder location, this is the PNG. Previously, I'm taking the snapshot as JPG. This time I'm taking the snapshot as PNG. Right. After that, I'm clicking on button login.click. So after clicking on login, I want to take the snapshot. Again, I have written this four shot. So screenshot 4 and screenshot 4 dot get screenshot as output type dot file. And after that, this file I am giving the, so that means you can save the file extension either .jpg or .png, so that this snapshot will be saved in your tc29 underscore login folder. So let's go to my C drive. Let's go to my C drive. There is no tc29 login folder in my C drive right now. Okay. After executing my program, the folder will be created. Under that folder, the screenshot will be saved. Okay, let me run my program. It's like application is very slow. So my test was executed. My add nationalities test was executed. And now let's go to the C drive HTML. C drive TC29 folder has been created. See, this is the folder has been created just now, 941. Okay, and go to this folder. See, the snapshots was captured. Okay, so like this. So whatever screenshot that you have written, so username, password, and after that we have written. So whatever snapshot it is taking, so it is saved into the desired location. So you have to tell in the interviews. So what are the supporting class files? So first of all, you have to tell these two classes. We have to import take screenshot and output type classes, and we have to import file utils class. So these are the supporting class files we have to import. So that is the first point you have to tell. After that, you have to tell we have to create object for take screenshot. Screenshot is equal to take screenshot of driver, so that snapshot will be captured in the object format, and that object will be converted into file format. File src file is equal to screen. So by writing output type, so it will be converted into file format. So for this file, we are going to use some extension. So we have to specify like this by using file utils dot copy file. So file utils is the class which contains a static method as copy file. So we have to specify the file name, and it will be saved in the desired location. So like that, we can take the snapshots in Selenium. So in background, these are the three lines will be executed. Okay. So whenever I am calling r1 dot take screenshot auto, so whenever I am writing in my customized emailable report, okay, these are the three lines are executing in background. Okay. So that's it on the how to take the screenshot in Selenium. So now let's go to the next point. So we completed take screenshot, and okay. So I want to continue Excel util Apache PY. Okay. So we have almost 7 to 8 programs are there. This topic, it will take 2 days session. Okay. Now let's see how to read input data from an Excel. Okay. So far in your data provider, so you are specifying the Excel file path and sheet name, and your data provider object array, it is storing e.get cell data of something. So e.get table array you are writing in your data provider, and that data provider object array which is storing with the required number of columns and the data. So some supporting class files has been written to read input data from an Excel file. So now let's see. So this is the approach 50% of the companies they are using. No, 60% of the companies they are using this approach only. Okay. Okay. So what is the difference between R1 dot take screenshot auto and importing file util? Okay. So 1 second. Go to emailable, customize emailable report. See here I am writing R1 dot take screenshot auto, right? So which means what I told just now, whenever I am executing this method, okay, the driver is capturing the screenshot, okay, and it is storing into this file folder location. That's what I told. So that means wherever I am writing this line in background, that takes screenshot and output type and file utils dot copy file. These three lines are executing. Okay, let me show you. Just I'm pressing R1 dot take screenshot auto method. See, I'm passing the driver object and text message and pass or fail. So R1 dot take screenshot auto method I have implemented in my reporter1.java class. Okay, this is the public class reporter one. This is the supporting class file I have implemented, which contains a method as take screenshot auto. This is a non-static method, and one second. So this is the take screenshot auto method driver. Okay. Driver. I'm passing the driver. So the first object is driver, and second object is string argument, and third object is string argument. So WebDriver it is passing, and text message whatever we are writing it is coming. String pass or fail. So this is the message. So this is the message it is coming into here, right? So here I am writing what are the lines I told. Take screenshot, file src file, and file utils dot copy file. So this is the background code I have written, and where I want to save that folder into my test name, into my test name as what is my test name here? tc01 underscore login. So under tc01 login underscore, so with the timestamp dot png file it is creating. So this is the logic I have written. So this logic implementation you will come to know by experience only. Okay. So in background, these three lines of code only it is executing. That's what you need to understand. Okay. So if I will give you this explanation, it will take long time, and you cannot able to understand this logic. It will take time. Okay. You cannot able to understand immediately. So this reporting code and everything generally it will written by minimum 7 to 10 years experience people. So no need to worry about these methods. So whenever you want to take the snapshot, you can use my methods as well directly in your projects. Okay. Okay. So something I'm telling. So whenever it is executing any snapshot or anything, okay. So these three lines are executing. Similarly, see here in test5.java, I have written t1 dot take screenshot of driver. So the take screenshot method I have written here. So the take screenshot method. So I'm passing the driver because driver has to take the snapshot. So this is the one I have taken. So these are the three lines. So take screenshot, screenshot 4 is equal to take screenshot file src file is equal to file utils. So I'm always my folder will be in this location. My snapshots will be placed. It will be pasted automatically. Okay. Just observe the code. Still, if you are facing any difficulties, let me know. Okay. But interview point of view, you need to tell these three lines. Here I have written some reusable method, some non-static method I have written. That's it only. So, and I want to take the snapshot. So this is my timestamp. So the hours, minutes, seconds. So every time when I'm taking the snapshot, so the timestamp will be printed like this. So this is the timestamp. Whatever time is running in your current system, the timestamp will be comes here. And for the timestamp, I'm appending .png. So whenever you are calling that R1 dot take screenshot method, okay, R1 dot take screenshot method means whenever you are calling take screenshot method here, where is that? Whenever you are calling this take screenshot method, so the particular timestamp will be appended to your screenshot, so that the screenshot name will be taken as unique name. Okay, every time. and with that those snapshot which is saving into this location. Okay, simply, so this is the simplified understanding. Okay, so that with this timestamp, your snapshot is saving into this location. So every time the snapshots and everything it is storing into this location. That's it. Okay. So now what we are discussing? Okay, Excel util Apache POI. Okay, let me go to this point. C drive, JavaScript. Okay. Okay. We are reading input data from .xlsx. Suppose tc01 .xlsx. This is one file, and tc02 .xls. So there are the Excel file extension will be like this. Okay, .xlsx or .xls. So if it is .xls, we are going to use org.apache.poi.xssf supporting class files we are going to import. If it is, so if it is the file extension is .xls, we are going to use the supporting class files as HSSS. Okay. Now let me show you the extension of. So whenever you will create any of the Excel file like this, so the extension of this file will be, just check properties. Here it is showing .xlsx. Okay. So if you want to read the input data from a .xlsx, these are the supporting class files that we have to import. If you want to read input data from a .xls, you have to import org.apachepoi.hsss supporting class files we have to import. And the .xls Excel will be created in your system if it is Office 9, Office 2007 or Office MS Office 2010 or 2013 means or 2016. Okay, if these versions are installed on your system, okay, so the by default the Excel extension format will be this one only. Whenever you are creating, just now I have created, I have shown you, but when these files will be created, so in your system MS Office 97, MS Office 97 and 2003. So if this is installed in your system, okay, then the extension of the Excel file will be created as .xls. Okay, so generally nobody is using MS Office 97 2003. Almost nowadays people are using .xlsx only. Anyway, as part of this lab, we are going to learn how to read input data. If it is .xls, if it is .xlsx, both we are going to learn. Okay, so now let me go to the first point, first program. So I have created a class as public class Excel test one. Okay, one second. See, to read input data from an Excel, to read input data from an Excel, these are the supporting class files we have to import. So first of all, I will show you the XLSX only. Okay, these are the supporting class files we have to import. We have to import, these are the 5 supporting class files. See, org, Apache POI, XSSF supporting class files we have to import. These are the 4, and this is from Java, java.io.file input stream. So these are the 5 supporting class files is required to read input data from an Excel. So I have imported these 5. And after that, the step 2 is I'm declaring my all objects is equal to null. So just like WebDriver is equal to null, how you are declaring, same like that, I'm declaring everything as null like this. So public file input stream, So public file input stream FIS is equal to null, XSS workbook is equal to null, XSS of sheet is equal to null, XSS of row. I have created an object name as row is equal to null, XSS of cell is equal to null. So for every class, I have created an object initialized value as null. Null means it is not ready. Okay. Still, we are not used that object. Okay. And okay, now let's see the program. I declared my variables just like global variables, but I have not given any of the values. String test URL, string username, string password, and nationality text. So these are the variables I declared. And in my main test, I'm getting the values test URL, username, password, and nationality text. So is equal to. So is equal to means I'm getting some value somewhere else. So I'm getting the value it.getCellData. So this is the class. So what is my class name? This is the okay. What is my class name? So this one. So for the current class, I created an object it and it.getCellData. So in the current class, I have implemented a method named as getCellData. So it.getCellData, and I'm giving my Excel file path where is from which Excel I want to connect, and I am specifying sheet 1, and in the first row 0th column value I want. Okay, and I want to connect the same Excel, and in the first row first column value I want, in the first row second column value I want, in the first row third column value I want. So like that I have specified my input data. So the getCellData, so that means, so once my input data is ready, I'm checking whether these values are printing or not in the console. After that, I'm writing my set of driver instructions. Driver.getTest URL, driver.find element by txt username password, driver.find element by password. So I'm going to use this input data because I am able to successfully retrieve my input data from this Excel, and I'm going to use my input data in my program here. Okay, so now here the main point is in this lab, what we are going to learn, how we are going to read input data from an Excel. So that means this class can contain a method as getCellData. So we need to understand how this getCellData method has been implemented. So let's go to and understand how this method is working. So just I'm clicking on this getCellData method control, and I'm clicking. So I navigated to this method. So getCellData. So the first one is Excel file path, string Excel file path I have given. And the second one is string value within double quotation. So string sheet name. So the sheet 1 value, it will be passed automatically. And third one is integer numbers. So integer row number, integer column number. So that means Excel file path contains the complete path. So arrange C drive HTML arrange. So this is the complete path, and sheet name contains sheet 1. So the sheet 1 value, it will be showed into this local variable, and integer row number 1, integer column number 0. Okay, let me go to my Excel sheet before explaining this one. So C drive HTML report. TC01 nationality 1.xlsx. This one. So this is 0th row, 0th column in the Excel terminology. This is 0th row, first column. This is 0th row, second column. This is 0th row, third column. Similar, this one is first row. First row, 0th column. First row, first column. First row, second column. First row, third column. The index will be started from 0, 0. 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. Here 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. So here 2,
Sir, unable
0.
to hear your voice.
Is everyone able to be here?
Sir,
Yes,
you are
sir.
audible.
Yes, sir.
So I think it is only issue from
Yes,
your
sir.
end. Okay. So somebody is telling. Okay. 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. So like that, each cell number we can represent. Okay, so I want to get 1 comma 0 value. So 1 comma 0 value means this one. 1 comma 1 value means this one. Okay, so 1 comma 1 value means this one. 1 comma 2 means this one. 1 comma 3 means this one. So let's understand when this line is executing how this get cell data method is working. So when it is 1 comma 0, so the control is going to here, the row number is 1 and column number is 0. Okay, so whenever these 5 lines are executed, what is happening? So that is the main point we need to understand. Okay, so and you no need to remember these lines of code also. Okay, so just how the background it is working, I'm telling how we are retrieving input data from an Excel, I'm telling. Okay, so we have created objects, file input stream, FIS, workbook, sheet, row and cell. So now I'm going to use those objects here. FIS is equal to new file input stream of X file path, so that it will locate the Excel file path and the file will be connected with that file. And workbook is equal to new XSS of workbook of FIS. That means the workbook will be opened. Okay, MS Office workbook will be opened. And sheet is equal to workbook dot get sheet of sheet name. That means there will be so many sheets are there. So you will be navigated to sheet 1. So whenever the third line is executing, sheet 1 will be opened. So the control is in sheet 1 now. So whenever the fourth line is executed, row is equal to sheet dot, which means in sheet 1, get row of row number. So row number is here 1. So the first row will be highlighted like this. Okay, so once this fourth line is executed, the first row will be highlighted like this. After that, cell is equal to, so first row get cell of column number, so 0th value. So in the first row, the 0th value will be highlighted. That means it will be highlighted like this. One second. So the 0th cell will be selected. So that means once these 5 lines are executed, what will happen? So based on your row number and column number, particular cell will be highlighted in that sheet. Okay, so first row and 0th column, this is the cell value has selected right now. Okay, and I want to get this cell value. So to get that cell value, what is the logic I have written? Let me explain that part. So if the cell value contains string value, this is the logic will be executed. If the cell value contains numerical value, okay, numerical value, but it is a string value. Okay, if the cell value contains a numerical value, this logic will be executed. So if the cell value is not a string, not a numeric, then this logic will be executed. Okay, now let's understand our cell value is string value. String str6 is equal to, so to get the cell value, so the predefined method is this one, cell dot get string cell value. So this is the predefined method in Excel Apache Py. So whenever this line will execute, whatever the cell value it contains, this value, it will be stored into this str6. And I'm printing my cell value is str6. So this value will be printed on your console. After that, I'm closing my workbook. I'm closing my FIS.close. And so I have to close my workbook and FIS file operations I have to close. And after that, I'm returning this str6. So the str6 contains some value. So the return, so I'm returning this str6. So if you want to get the value, you have to write return str6. Okay, so whenever you are returning str6, so generally we will write public void here. So the string str6 value return type is, see, it is suggesting change method return type to string. So see, it's automatically changed to string. So from this method, some string value is returning. So that means this str6 value, it will come and store into this value. So first row 0th value, that str6 value, it is storing into this value. Okay, based on these input parameters, first row 0th value is selected and cell dot get string cell value. So that value it is returned and that value I'm returning. So this str6 value coming and it is storing into this variable. Similarly, if it is 1 comma 1, so based on the parameter values, so the 1 comma 1 cell value will be selected and cell dot get string cell value. So again that str6 value 1 comma 1 value, it will be returned to here into this variable. So password value, it will be written, and nationality text will be, it will be written. So that means this is the value, it will be written. So my input data is ready. So my input data Indian 78 value, it is stored into this variable. Once my input data is ready, from here onwards, just I'm checking, cross checking whether these values are printing or not in the console. After that, I'm writing my set of driver instructions and I'm going to use my input data. So like that, suppose if it is numerical value, so this is the logic will be executed. So this is the predefined code. Okay, so you no need to remember these lines of code also. Okay, and first the get numerical cell value, and I'm storing into an integer variable, and that integer variable I'm converting into some string format. Str string is 6 is equal to, because I want to return a string value from this method. So that integer value I'm converting into string format and return str6. So if it is numerical value 1 2 3 4 something like that, so that 1 2 3 4 value it is converting. Okay, so like that, the numerical value it is returning and it is storing into that corresponding value, it is storing into your text fields. So let me run my program and we'll see the output. See, the values are returned and the test URL also it is returned and it is invoked. Okay. And if you want to check this values has been returned or not, you can check in the console itself. No need to go for execution. See that cell value. So the text numerical values, it is coming here. Test URL cell value is, username cell value is, password cell value is, and nationality cell value is Indian 4. So these values are returning. Okay, these values are returning and you are able to execute with that input data. So summary of this one is, so the important lines is how this method has been implemented. That is the background we need to understand. Is everyone able to hear my voice? Aditya?
Yes, sir. You can able to hear your voice.
Okay, fine. So test URL, username, password, and nationality text. These values I am reading from this Excel, and the main important lines is how this get cell data method is working. Okay, so if you'll see this get cell data, so once these 5 lines are executed, particular row number, particular cell number is highlighting. Once that particular cell value highlighted, I'm getting the string cell value. I'm getting the cell value, cell dot get string cell value, and I'm returning that. So this str6 it is storing into corresponding variable. If it is numerical value, I'm getting that numerical value into an integer, and that integer also I'm converting into string, and this string I'm returning back to from this method, and that a string value also it will come back and it will store to here. So like that, I'm able to read my input data. So the summary is, so this is the supporting class files and these are the objects, and the main important points are you have to tell in the interviews how do you read input data. So you need to tell these 5 lines. These are the 5 lines. File input stream FIS is equal to new file input stream of Excel file path. XSS of workbook is equal to new XSS of workbook of FIS. XSS of sheet is equal to workbook dot get sheet of sheet name. And XSS of row is equal to sheet dot get row of row number 1 or whatever row number it particular row will be highlighted. XSS of cell is equal to row dot get cell of column. So in that particular row, particular cell will be highlighted.
Sir.
Yeah, some network issue I'm facing today, so it is reconnecting. This you are able to hear my voice only, right?
Yes, sir.
Screen is connecting, it is showing. So whatever I explained, I hope you guys understood how to read the input data and how it is retrieving input data and everything. Okay, let me ping these lines of code.
Sir, what is get cell type enum? There is one line in the Excel program. Hello?
Frustration otherwise.
Sir, I think it is less than a minute. We can start a new session.
Okay, I'm stopping and I'm going to share new link.